Yeah, good morning, students. Today we will begin with the third module here. Okay, capacity of wireless channel. Okay, so in this particular module here, we are going to cover so many topics here, and just list out the topics which need to be delivered for this particular module here. First, we will try to understand regarding the channel capacity here. Okay, EWGN channel capacity. And in that one we try to understand two concepts here, that is repetition coding and packing space here. Okay, and the next topic we try to understand is the resources of AWGN channel here. Okay, what are the resources that are available for the additive white Gaussian noise channel? What the one that is there is continuous time EWG channel, and second one is power and bandwidth theory. Okay, then we will try to understand regarding the linear time invariant Gaussian channel here. Okay, so there we try to understand regarding the single input multiple output here, that is the CMOS channel here. Okay, then we'll try to understand regarding the meso channel here, multiple input single output channel here. Okay, then we'll try to understand regarding the frequency selective channel here. Okay, so these three topics, CMO, meso and frequency selective channel, we try to understand from the point of a linear time invariant Gaussian channel here. Then the last very important topic that we need to study is regarding the capacity of the feeding channels here. Okay, slow feeding channel is there, receive diversity is there, transmit diversity is there, time and frequency diversity, fast feeding channel is there. Okay, so these five topics we will learn in the capacity of feeding channels. Okay, this is all the overview, what and all the topics we are going to cover in our third module of capacity of wireless channel. Okay, let me begin with the first topic, AWGN channel capacity. As you can see here, what is this AWGN channel capacity? Okay, so before getting into this particular channel capacity here, okay, the initially in the 1948. Okay, so what exactly the Claude Shannon did is, okay, so information theory was invented by this particular Shannon here, that is Claude Shannon, in 1948 to characterize the limits of reliable communication, or what are the limitations that are there for reliably transferring the message from one place to another place here. Okay, so before Shannon describing everything here, what was the assumption or the belief that how exactly the reliable communication would happen into this noisy channel is, we have to reduce the, what you can say, that error probability, or we need to control, or it should be as small as desired here, so that our message is transmitted reliably from one place to another place here. Okay, with that one, what is going to happen was there was a reduction of the data rate here. Okay, there was the reduction of the data rate, but there is a reliable transmission was there, but with a small error probability. Okay, now what exactly the Shannon did is, Shannon proved this statement as incorrect here. How it is, like, whatever the information is there or the message is there which needs to be transmitted from one place to another place has to be intelligently coded here, whatever the message is there here, so that with the intelligent coding, and also what you can say, that whatever the restriction that we are having here, that is not restriction here, we have to reduce or make the error probability as small as desired here, right? With that also, and the rate of transmission has to be increased here, that is strictly positive rate should be there here at the same time. Okay, so in the previous case it was not possible. If at all we are reducing the error probability, okay, to the desired level, then there is a reduction of the data rate here. We don't want to have the data rate to be reduced here, but in the, if at all we intelligently code the message or information, we can increase the data rate. At the same time, we can decrease the whatever the error probability is there here. Okay. To what extent? Okay. This is what is the thing. Now, to what extent the data rate could be positively increased here? Okay. There is some limit here, right? There is some maximum limit here, or maximal rate will be there here, through which the data could be transmitted. That itself is called as capacity of the channel here. Okay, right? Okay, so if anyone attempts to try to communicate at a rate above the channel capacity, then it is possible, but then it is impossible to have error probability is equal to zero here. Okay, we need not to cross the uh, maximum rate that the particular channel is having. Okay, so this is what is the introduction part here. Okay, now let us try to understand. You can see here the real AWGN channel has been given here. Okay, you can see here y of m is equal to x of m plus w of m. You know what is y of m and x of m here. X of m is nothing but the input here, y of m is nothing but the output here, w of m is nothing but it is a noise here.